Hey, happy Sunday, folks. Round off your week with a fresh Daily Tech update, and right after that, we're going to be tackling a question from our listener mail. With American buyers basically rejecting electric vehicles, let's look for any reason why you should buy an EV. To find a compelling reason to buy an EV today, it's easier to list the reasons not to buy one. You don't buy them to save money. Charging is more costly than gasoline and takes a comparatively long time. You don't buy them because they're safer. They aren't. Insurance statistics prove that EVs are involved in more accidents based on miles driven. So what's left? Their speed. Teslas especially are fast, but that speed can also play against safety. And there's climate change. The electricity to charge the EV has to come from somewhere, usually nuclear or coal. That leaves us with style. If you like the quietness and the design curves, then perhaps an EV is for you. Other than that, EVs have big problems to overcome. Enter to win a $1,000 PC or Mac right now at Komando.com/win. Hold on to your earbuds, folks. It's time to flip the script around. We're going to grab a listener question from the Komando inbox. Mike in Springfield, Ohio. Hi there, Mike.
Hi, how are you?
Fantastic. What's going on?
Well, I have a question. First of all, you have to understand, fair warning, I'm technologically challenged, okay? So about everything that I know about the internet and my computer and everything else I've learned from your letters. So thank you for that. My question is, we have about a 16 by 16 sunroom sets up against a beautiful 10-acre woods. My wife and I sit in the sunroom in the morning, drink coffee, talk about our coming up day.
Oh, nice.
Well, she has an iPhone SE, and I have an iPhone 14, just the 14. I'll sit on one side of the room, she sits on the other, and she's got like 3 bars of signal, and I've got 1. So I get up and go sit beside her. She's still got 3 bars of signal, and I've got 1. So I'm wondering, the difference I can tell other than the models is that I have an Otter case, and she has no case. So is the Otter case protecting my phone and also weakening my signal strength?
She just wants you to sit next to her. That's all. Come on.
Well, I do that for free.
Okay. It could be a couple of things going on. I don't think the OtterBox is the problem.
Okay.
It could just be for some reason that you should reset your network settings. Because, there's always these little glitches along the way. And you just go into settings and reset, and then it will reset the network settings. Also, make sure that you might have a carrier update that maybe she got that you didn't get. Because you might have different settings on your phone versus hers. You just go to settings in general, then there's about, and then you can see there'll be a software update as well as a carrier update, and make sure that you have that. If you want to get really techie, but you said you're not techie, so I'm hesitant to tell you about this.
Okay.
But I don't think you can hurt yourself if you try it. But you can pretend that you're a cell phone technician. And you can do a field test. And the field test will tell you whether or not that your phone's receiving all the data from the local towers that it should be, and then you can compare it with hers. So that's getting a little bit more in the weeds. So before we get in the weeds, just make sure that you reset your network settings, update any of the carrier settings. And then if you want to do a field test, that's what it's called, a field test, is just head over to my website, Komando.com, and in the search box, type in field test. And basically what you're going to do is open up your phone, get into the keypad, and then you're going to punch in a whole bunch of numbers, and then you're going to get the screen. You're like, whoa, what is this? Okay. And when you're in that screen, that's where there's different things that you can look at under LTE, and then you have received power. But the bottom line here is if a number, the closer the number is to 0, the better off the signal is. If it's a negative 100, it's bad. If it's 0, that's great. So there's also the different positions of the antennas, but if you're sitting right next to each other, I don't think that's really going to matter between the SE and the 14. But I have a feeling that it's really just a matter of making sure that you have all the latest updates and then just reset those network settings. And again, for anybody, if you want to try that field test, we've got the steps on how to do it over on the website. And Mike, glad to talk to you today. A standing ovation to you for tuning in. Yay! Now, if you're puzzled by a tech issue, here's your call to action. Head to Komando.com, select Email Kim. I read each and every note like it's the final round in a tech trivia game. And you can amp up your tech know-how by getting my free daily newsletter. It's just waiting for you over at GetKim.com.